Going through all these points, we will come to the Dasha Lord. This is important. Till the
Sir, if
Dasha permits, the death will not happen.
sir,
The
if the
Dasha Lord for the death of the father is Mercury, and the Dasha Lord for the death of the mother is Venus. So the Dasha Lord has to satisfy all necessary and essential conditions to cause the death of the relative. Like in the present case, it is the death of the father. Death of the father. Dasha Lord is Mercury. Now, what is rule number one? That the Dasha Lord has to be a co-ruler of the ascendant, that is the ninth cusp, or the eighth cusp, that is the fourth house,
or
or
Badaka. Badaka.
Badka. And the Badka here will be which house? The Badka here will be the third house. So the Dasha Lord Mercury has to be present in the third house. It is there in the third house. It has to be there in the fourth house. It is not present in the fourth house. Or it has to be there in the ninth house. It is present in the ninth house. So it satisfies the condition number one, that out of 1 or 8 or Badka, it has to be any one of these houses. It may be present in all the houses. That is first important condition. The second important condition is that the Dasha Lord should be linked to the 8th Cuspal Subsublord. And the 8th Cuspal Subsublord is Venus here. So Mercury has to be linked to Venus. Mercury should be necessarily linked to Venus, the 8th Cuspal Subsublord, that is the 4th Cuspal Subsublord. And if you look at Mercury, Mercury is in the sub of Rahu, and Rahu is Venus, so it is linked to Venus. Venus is in the sub of Mercury, so it is linked to Mercury. Now, this linking is preferably has to be at the star level. That is very important. Last time also I pointed out. It has to be at star level, but we can go maximum up to the sub level, and in no case we have to see at the sub level. You need not match at the sub level, because that is incorrect. It has to be preferably at the sub level, star level, or rarely at the sub level. Both the cases are okay. And here in the present case, Mercury is linked at the sub level with Venus, and Venus is linked at the sub level with Mercury. So it is okay, because here Mercury is in Mercury star, so we have to go to the sub level. And similarly, Venus is in Venus star, so we have to go to the sub level. Therefore, it is okay. That is second important rule. And the third important point is that the Dasha Lord should be a significator of the death giving event. And what is the signification? What are the significations of the Dasha Lord for giving the event of death? It has to be necessarily linked to the first and the eighth cusp. And sometimes, if it is not linking at the first and the eighth cusp, then if you remember in my last lecture also, I pointed out that in Key to Learn, page number 83, 84, rule 5e is given, and in rule 5e it says that if the Dasha Lord is a co-ruler of the ascendant or the co-ruler of the eighth cusp, is a co-ruler of the ascendant or the co-ruler of the eighth cusp, right? And is giving the significations of Marka and Badka houses, even then it can cause the death of the relative or death of the native. I repeat again. Sometimes Mercury through its star and through its sub, because presently we are taking the case of Mercury, so let me take it in reference to Mercury. Sometimes the Dasha Lord through its star and through its sub is not appearing in 1 and 8, but it is a co-ruler of the ascendant, or the co-ruler of, or it is say present in the uh, ninth bhava or present in the fourth bhava. It is present in the ascendant bhava and present in the eighth bhava of that particular relative. then in such cases it has to give the significations of Marka and Badka houses. It is one case. Even if it is giving the significations of Marka and Badka through the star lord and the sublord, it can cause the event of the death, subject to condition that it fulfills the essential condition. And what is the essential condition? That the final confirmation has to be through second cusp, seventh, 2, 7, 8, 12th, and Badka. Either of these is there, then it satisfies the condition for that. That is important. Is it clear, please? Usually, when we talk about the Dasha Lord has to be necessarily linked to 1 and 8. 1 and 8 through the Star Lord and Sub Lord. It is possible that both the Star Lord is giving 1 and 8 along with Marka and Badka. Then the Sub Lord has to give both Marka and Badka. Or it can be 1 here, 8 here along with Marka Badka, along with Marka or Badka. It can be 1 8 here, it can be 1 here or 8 here. It is okay along with Marka or Badka. If it is 1 8 over here at the star level and there is neither 1 nor 8 at the sub level, then it has to be Marka and Badka at the sub level. And then the essential condition is same. These again the same appearance in 2, 7, 8, 12 or Badka. So if these conditions are satisfied, then only the death of the relative, that particular relative, can happen. For Bhukti Lord, now the appearance in 1 or 8. Here, appearance of 1 and 8 is not there. Appearance of 1 or 8 or the appearance of Marka and Badka houses. It satisfies the condition. In Antara Lord also, appearance in Marka and Badka houses or appearance in 1 or 8 satisfies the condition. In Sukshma Lord also, you have the same condition. But for Sukshma Lord, it has to appear either in 1 or in 8. But for Prana Lord, again it has to have the same conditions as we have for Dasha Lord. It has to appear in both 1 and 8. Has to be linked to 1 and 8. Sometimes, which is found in very few charts, then we focus mainly upon the appearance in 8. Usually 1 and 8, rarely 8. So sometimes what you find is that it is not appearing in 1 and 8 simultaneously. It is appearing in 8 only, even then it satisfies the condition. So
Yes,
for
sir.
Dasha Lord only, condition of 1 and 8 is important. For
Sir,
Bhukti Lord, Marka Ka condition. For Antara Lord, Marka Ka condition satisfies. For Sukshma Lord also, it is 1 or 8 along with Marka Ka. For Prana Lord, 1 8 along with Marka Ka, or it is 8 along with Marka Ka. It satisfies the condition. And when all the planets appearing as Dasha Bhukti Antara Sukshma Prana satisfies these conditions, then the death of relative, that particular relative, that is completely justified.
so
हाँ
Kabirji,
जी बोलो. हाँ जी बोलो जी.
along with one and eight, Marka Badka also should be there.
जी.
Necessarily.
Necessarily नहीं. देखो, I again repeat. One is appearing at the star level, 8 at the sub level. Now here there can be Marka or Badka in either of these houses. Okay. See, we are taking the case of Mercury. Mercury is appearing in the star of Mercury in the sub of Rahu. Mercury is appearing in the star of Mercury in the sub of Rahu. Rahu is appearing in all the houses. So there is no problem at all. Right? Mercury is appearing in Mercury. And if it is appearing in Mercury, now what was the condition here is that it has to appear in 1 and 8, right? Mercury is appearing in 9, appearing in ascendant. Rahu is appearing in 4, 8th house. Okay. And then what are the Marka houses? Marka house for the father is 10. Okay. Badka house for the father is 3. It is appearing here also. It is appearing here also. So it is Marka Badka. So 3 8 and 10 are Marka houses. 3 is also the Badka house. So appearance in 3, 8 and 10, all Marka and Badka houses along with 8 is there. And here it is appearing in 9 along with Badka. So it satisfies the condition. And then the final confirmation has to be through either 2, that is 10th house is there, okay, or it has to be 7th house, 3rd house is not here, or it has to be 8th house, 4th house is there, or it has to be the 12th house, which is 8th house, it is there. So this is how the condition is satisfied. Is it
Sir,
okay?
sir, if there is no Markanda Badaka, only 1 and 8 is appear, then what will happen?
No, then it will not give death.
So what are the conditions for Sukshma Dasha and Prana Dasha?
For Sukshma Dasha, you have the same conditions as we have for Bhukti Antra.
Okay,
But
Marka Badka.
Marka Badka or 1 and 8, 1 or 8.
Okay, and
E- हाँ, either 1 or 8, because death तो native की होनी है ना. So either one appears or 8 appears. So
okay,
one of these
okay,
is required.
okay. Huh.
For Bhukti and Antara, appearance of 1 and 8 is not important. Even
Okay,
Marka Badka can cause the death.
okay.
Okay. For Sukshma, either 1 or 8 along with Marka Badka.
Uh-huh.
ठीक है. For Prana Lord, it is 1 and 8, first condition,
Okay.
along with Marka Badka. Sometimes, if only 8 appears along with Marka Badka, even then this condition is okay.
And with Marka Badka, both should appear, or anyone can do the.
Anyone means 8 has to be essentially present.
Okay, okay,
Because see, Sukshma and Prana give the cause of death. The cause of death is to be defined on the basis of the 8th ka sublot. So the appearance of 8 is must. प्राणा लॉर्ड क्या है?
Prana Lord is the final, like,
यस, आप देखो ना,
we identify the time.
ए पर्सन इज ऑन आईसीयू, ठीक है,
Mm-hmm.
सो ही इज सर्वाइविंग, एंड व्हेन द प्राणा कम्स इनटू एक्शन द प्राण गोस, ओके,
Yeah, yeah.
he dies. So that is prana law, gives you the cause of death. So the presence of 8 is must for prana law. Presence of 1 and 8 is must for dasha lord. For all others, it is marka badka. 1 and 8 appears, it is okay. If they are not appearing, even then it is okay. Mark for the Bhukti Lord and the Antra Lord. But for Sukshma Lord, either 1 or 8. That is important. Okay. 1 इसलिए हम emphasize करते हैं, 1 has to be there because the native is to die. That is why the appearance of 1 is important.
For Bhukti Lord, you need not bother about the 1 and 8.
No, no.
Sir, if Bhukti Lord is to be strong,
किसने कहा? किसने कहा? डेथ में किसने बताया आपको भुक्ति लॉन्ग स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए?
okay, sorry, right. Okay.
ठीक है, हाँ जी,
Okay.
एनी मोर
Yes,
क्वेश्चन
sir.
प्लीज?
Okay, right.
Sir, अभी आपने बताया one we are taking because the native has to take. It is a
जी,
relative of native, but not the native, no?
नहीं नहीं, नेटिव क्या मतलब? रिलेटिव, वही 1 का मतलब असेंडेंट ऑफ द रिलेटिव.
That is ninth.
Okay, okay.
The corresponding.
हाँ, ascendant of the native, ascendant of the native or ascendant of the relative. Okay.
The death the event details are not there. Can we do BTR basing on that is mother or
नहीं
parents?
नहीं, you
Is
can do it, but
but it is not accurate.
it is not accurate. The accuracy of that BTR is doubtful. It's not an accurate BTR.
Same question also, sir. Or
So,
somebody has approached, but they could not give this death details of anyone.
Hmm. See, whenever you do a BTR, once you do a BTR and you finalize it on the basis of some important events in the life. Now, this at this particular time period, I have to justify all other events in his life. Suppose he joined a job, then I have to satisfy the job also on the basis of this time. Am I right? For job, 2, 6, 10, 11 is important. Which date he joined. So I have to justify on the basis of the ascendant, the sixth sub-sublord or the 10th sub-sublord, right? So once you get once you get a particular time on the basis of events, then all other events, some important events which have happened in the life, सपोज किसी का एक्सीडेंट हुआ, माइनर एक्सीडेंट हुआ, चोट लगी, छोटी बहुत लगी, थोड़ी बहुत चोट लगी, डेथ लाइक फैटल नहीं हुआ, राइट? तो वो भी इससे इट शुड टेल यू ऑल द इवेंट्स विच हैव हैपेंड इन द लाइफ. ये तो मेजर इवेंट्स है ना. मैरिज इज ए मेजर इवेंट, चाइल्ड बर्थ इज ए मेजर इवेंट, डेथ इज ए मेजर इवेंट, राइट? All other minor events also, we should try to match up maximum number of events with the time which we have calculated. And till we do that, we cannot say that the time which we have calculated is 100% accurate.
Then it's very difficult, no, sir,
No,
to
no, it's
give
not difficult.
prediction.
It's no, 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 it's not
Because so
difficult.
many have to be all, suppose you take 3, 4 events, fixing time, exact time for with respect to 3, 4
See,
events.
look here. If my calculated time period will be accurate on the basis of 5, 6 events which I have done, then if I try to explain all other events of life, I will I will explain all the events without a problem. Even having a chart up to 18, 20 events of the life that can be explained. किसी ने जॉब ज्वाइन की, जॉब छोड़ी, जॉब चेंज किया, बाहर गया, he has gone abroad, right? Some accident has happened, समथिंग एल्स हैज हैपेंड, या किसी पर्टिकुलर डिजीज की वजह से सर्जरी हुई, सो ऑल द इवेंट्स विल बी एक्सप्लेन. There are charts, where in which 18 to 20 events, if you look into the your two horoscope, there are 3, 4 charts given where 18 to 20 events are there, and all the events have been explained on the basis of the calculated time subject to condition that the time calculated is accurate. For the accuracy of the time, first of all, the basic rules are to be followed. Then after the basic rules, then some modifications are to be done. Some modifications are be done. See, what is important? Unless and until you fix all the sub-sublords of all the cusp. See, first cusp is related to health. Second is finances. Third is brother sisters. Fourth is, vehicle is there, house purchase is there, and so many other things. Once you fix the sub-sublord of all major cusps, you can explain all the events of the life
But for
without a
the
doubt.
events which they give, they may not remember the timing of the event, maybe,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
a date
But
they may give. So
correct.
how do we?
Yes, yes. No, no, still you can tell. You can tell that date is given, time is not given, but you can know on the basis of the planet. Suppose किसी का accident हुआ है, 8, 12 if they are appearing in the ascendant, giving you a first indication that this kind of event may happen in the life, not necessary, may happen, right? Then 8 sub-sublord, it is not giving you 8 and 12, not linked to 8 and 12. It means 8 and 12 which you are getting in the ascendant is not supported by the 8th sub-sublord, so the event will not happen. If it is supported by that, the event will happen. And similarly, we'll come across charts, where I'll discuss all these events with you, and you'll understand that how you have to pinpoint the exact time period. अब ये भी जो time period which I have calculated, I will just point out that some correction is also required to be done in this particular time period. So that is why I have not changed the time. I have
That
kept the
means
same time which I have
only
calculated.
basing on event we have to do BTR, but
Yes.
not basing on birth star of relation, father, siblings, or
नहीं नहीं,
anything.
that is also important. That is also important. वो
So
तो मैच हो
sometimes
ही जाते
that
हैं ना.
itself becomes so difficult, like matching
नहीं
the
नहीं नहीं
birth
नहीं
star.
नहीं 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 ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. When you do the practice, everything becomes very simple. The problem is that you are not practicing. Till you do practice, till you just look into it, you can easily do it.
BTR.
नहीं नहीं, for BTRC, first 4, 5, 6 major events are required. Maximum number of events you have, best is the accuracy of the time that is calculated. So that is why we say that minimum 5 to 7 8 events should be there, so that we can easily fix the exact time period of the
Is there
exact
a,
birth time,
If
sir,
event,
is there
rectified time.
sir, if one event is failed, then you are going to modify the some other case, modify the case.
Definitely, definitely.
Then
If
the
if a,
entire chart will be changed. Then
sir,
नहीं,
one,
some minor changes will be done ना.
minor and
बहुत
major, that is
बहुत
sir,
बड़ी
sir,
changes नहीं होंगी,
my
बहुत बड़ी changes नहीं
entire,
होंगी.
entire chart has been changing.
Minor changes have to be done, and minor changes will be either in seconds or in minutes. In seconds, minute तो change नहीं होते, seconds में changes आती हैं.
1 minute, sir. Out of
जी.
4 to 5 events, death event
Minimum,
is
minimum,
that
minimum.
is
Death
death
event is
death
death
event is death event is compulsory?
death is not compulsory, but death
Okay.
event is death event. Why we prefer death event is because it happens only once. It happens only once, and any event which happens only once, there will be a good amount of accuracy when you do it on the basis of the death event.
Like marriage and other things
Marriage is
also,
also
we
marriage is
saw
also
it.
okay.
Normally it
Child,
happens only once in a
yeah,
native place. It's
but
only
marriage,
very rarely some people get twice or thrice. That is different. But marriage
okay.
also we can take, no
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
Normally
Marriage,
it's only once it happens in
yes,
one's
yes.
life.
But childbirth won't do. You can have one child. You can have four, five, six children, right?
To get the,
Childbirth first, second, third, like that it is there, no sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
to get the accuracy, more events must be there.
Yes, more is the number of events. More is the accuracy. Is it okay?
In such a case, to do a BTR, taking so many events together, it is very time
No, no, no,
consuming, no
no,
sir.
no. You don't have to do like this. First of
Sir,
all, see,
this is,
you have to systematically proceed.
sir, this is the
First of
DP,
all, select the major events. Verify all the major events.
favorite, yeah.
After doing that, then proceed to other minor events which have happened. So for fixing the minor events, only time period in the seconds or maybe some changes in the subload has to be done. That's all. And once you do it, then you can again rematch it and you get the accurate time. Once you get an accurate time, then all events in your life which have happened and the events which are likely to happen, they can be easily explained. They can be easily, forecasted once you have an accurate time, right? Because the chart is not yet over. We have to discuss the transit. Okay. Is there any question up to this point?
Uh, sir, one question, not
Uh,
out of this one.
uh,
For H1B, somebody someone asked here. For H1B visa, what are the planets, houses we can do, sir? You can check.
yes. What did you say? वीजा नहीं, सिर्फ वीजा ही चाहिए होता है ना. इज ओनली वीजा विच इज 3911, दैट्स ऑल.
Acha.
Visa
No.
is 3911. One B ho, one C ho doesn't make any difference.
Okay,
It has
okay,
to be a correspondence 3 and 9 along with 11. If 3911 is there, it is okay.
okay, sir. 3911.
3911. Any more questions, please? Any more questions?
No, sir. You can go for transit.
So for transit, what are the rules for the transit? You will first of all go to the transit chart, okay? And then in the transit chart, we first of all go to the marriage. The marriage of this native happened on 1st
Transit
September.
for death event we are seeing, sir.
नहीं, सारे इवेंट्स का देखेंगे ना.
So the transit chart for death of father, we need not look.
No, no, no. We will discuss. We will discuss all the charts. We
Well,
will discuss all the events. I can go to the death also. See, look here. See, when we calculated, when I have done this BTR, when I did the BTR, I had taken all the points. Not only death, I have also taken the marriage. Let me know. Now, the first one is the death of the father. The second time is for the death of the mother. Then the marriage is on 1st September 1991, 01091991, and then the childbirth. The childbirth is on 19 July 1993. 19 July 1993. Okay. So what I did was I calculated, rectified this birth time from 10 to 9:58, 32, 6:52 on the basis of two death events. And now let me check. The two death events I have already verified. Now let me check, let me verify the event of marriage on the basis of time period which I have calculated. For marriage, now the Dasha period lords, they are Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Jupiter, and it is 19991, 19991, and the time was 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so the Dasha period lords are Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Jupiter, and Jupiter. Now here, in the event of marriage, the Bhukti Lord has to be very strong. Am I right? For the event of marriage, the Bhukti Lord has to be very strong. Dasha Lord has to be neutral
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
or positive. Bhukti Lord has to be very strong. Antara and Sukshma should give the event of marriage. Prana Lord should also give the event of marriage. Now, I will first of all focus upon the Bhukti Lord, which is Jupiter. Jupiter here is present in the sixth cusp, appearing in the star of Mars, sub of Moon, and sub of Saturn. Jupiter has PS, and Jupiter with PS is appearing in 5, appearing in 7. So 5 and 7 are there. 5 and 7. And Jupiter, through its star Mars, is neither appearing in 5 nor appearing in 7, and nor it is appearing in 11. Okay. So then, Jupiter appears in 5 and 7, and through its star appear in 11. So it gives me 5, 7, 11. Moon with a PS is appearing in 11, and Saturn again with a PS. Saturn is appearing as 7th sub-lord. If you look at the cuspal interlink table, Jupiter gives the signification of 5, 7, 11 involvement, and see here strong significations through Moon, which is 1, 3, 5, and 11. All positive houses, no negative houses there. And then the final confirmation is through 7 and 11, no negative houses there. So Jupiter is a strong Bhukti law which will give the event of marriage, right? So Bhukti Lord Jupiter is satisfied. It is Sukshma Lord Jupiter is satisfied, and Prana Lord Jupiter is also satisfied. We have to check for Mercury and Saturn. Mercury here is appearing in 5, 7, 11. Through Rahu it is again appearing in 5, 7, 11, and through Venus it is giving me 5 and 7. So Dasha Lord has to be neutral or it has to be positive, right? Here Dasha Lord is appearing in mixed houses, both favorable and unfavorable. So I can say it is a neutral kind of Dasha Lord. Then Bhukti Lord is okay. Then finally it is Saturn. Look at Saturn. Involvement of 5, 7, 11, commitment through 5 and 7. Appearance of 6 is there, but 7 at the sub level is there. Venus, 7 at the sub level is there. So it is very strong. Hence, and then the final confirmation is through 5, 7, and 11. Therefore, Saturn also justifies the event of marriage. Now, Dasha, Bhukti, Antara, Sukshma, Prana, all the planets, they justify the event of marriage. And then what I need to do is I need to check the moon star, which is Sun, and the Sun sub, which is Venus. The moon star, that is Sun, and the Sun sub, which is Venus. Sun is appearing in 11. Okay. Sun is appearing in 11. It is appearing in 5. So Sun is appearing in 5 and 11. Right? And Sun is giving the significations through Saturn, Mercury, and Saturn. Saturn is 7, Mercury is 7. So it satisfies the condition and hence justifies the moon star lord. And then we have Venus, the sun sub. The sun sub Venus is in Venus star, Mercury sub, and Mercury sub sub. Venus is in 7, Mercury is in 7. Right? So it is 7, 7, and 7. So it satisfies the condition, justifies the condition. Is it okay? So then, the event of marriage is also justified, verified on the basis of this time period, which was calculated on the basis of death of father and death of mother. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
अगर टाइम पीरियड में एक्यूरेसी होगी और एग्जैक्ट या करेक्ट कैलकुलेशन होगी तो जितने भी इवेंट्स होंगे लाइफ के सब सेटिस्फाई हो जाएंगे ओनली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दीज टू death events. I fix this time. I have discussed it in my previous lectures, and now I am justifying the event of marriage on the basis of this time, and I have verified the event. All the Dasha period lords, along with Moon Star and Sun Sub, they justify the event. Okay. Now let me take the next one. Is the childbirth, which happened on 19th of July 1993. Now here the Dasha Lord is again the same, Mercury. Mercury has got PS. It is present in 11. Mercury is appearing in 2. Mercury is appearing in 5. Mercury is appearing in 11. It is present in 2, 5, and 11. So Mercury has got PS appearing in Mercury is in Mercury star in 2, 5, 11. Strong significator of the childbirth. Rahu. Rahu is not in 2. Rahu is not in 5. Rahu is there in 11. So Rahu 11, it justifies. I can substitute Rahu with Venus and Moon also. Venus is there in 5. Moon is nowhere, neither in 2 nor in 5, but Moon is there in 11. Okay. So then, Mercury is appearing in the sub of Venus, and Venus here, it is appearing in 5. It is not in 2, it is appearing in 5. Right? And Rahu is Venus. Rahu is Venus. Okay. Rahu is Venus. But here I will not take Venus because Rahu is Venus and Venus has got PS. Yes, it has PS. So it is also appearing in 5. Now you look at the Cuspal interlinks table. So Mercury gives me 2, 5, 11. It gives me 5 and 11. And it is appearing in 5. Right? So the Dasha Lord is okay. Gives the event of childbirth. Then it is Saturn, Saturn, Sun. And 19/7, 1993, the time period is 19/7, 1521. 19/7, 1993, 1521. So, Dasha period lords are Mercury, Saturn, Sun, and Rahu. Now, next, take the Bhukti Lord Saturn. Saturn has PS, is appearing in 2. Okay. Saturn is in the star of Rahu. Rahu is appearing in 11. Right? Then Saturn is not appearing in 5. It is appearing in 11. So, Saturn is giving me 2 and 11. Saturn is in the star of Venus. and Venus through Rahu is appearing in 5. So Saturn is giving 2, 5, 11. Saturn through Venus is giving me 5, and again through Mercury it is giving me 2, 5, and 11. So Saturn is also justified. Then Sun is there and Rahu is there. Sun is Saturn, Mercury, and Saturn. Sun is Saturn 2, 5, 11, Mercury 2, 5, 11, and then it is 2, 11. It is okay. Then you take the next one. It is Rahu. Rahu 2, 5, 11. It is 2, 11, and it is 2, 5. So the event of childbirth is also justified. Event of childbirth is also verified on the basis of this time period. And now I will have to take the moon star, which is Jupiter, and the sun sub is Rahu. Moon star is Jupiter and the sun sub is Rahu. Jupiter is appearing in 2, Rahu is appearing in 11. Okay, so Jupiter is there in 2, right? Now it should be linked to the fifth cusp sub-sublord. So it is linked to fifth cusp sub-sublord, which is Jupiter again. So 2, 5 is there, right? And then Rahu has to be linked to Jupiter. Rahu has to be linked to Jupiter. Rahu is moon and Jupiter is in the sub of moon. So Rahu is also linked to Jupiter, right? So the event of childbirth is also verified and justified. Now your questions, please.
Sun and moon interplay also checked, sir.
हाँ जी, वो अभी करेंगे ना. ट्रांजिट तो अभी बोलिए, एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया मैंने. आई हैव नॉट एक्सप्लेन द ट्रांजिट सो फार.
Okay.
Now, see, on the basis of 2 death events, I fix this time period. I will further have to change this time period. I will let you know when I discuss the transit and when I discuss the progressed chart with you. You will find that this time period has to be further changed. Why I have to change and how do I change it, I will let you know. So on the basis of these 2 events, I fix this time. And after fixing the time, the event of childbirth and the event of marriage is fully explained on the basis of this time period. All the Dasha period lords, along with the moon star and the sun sub, easily explain the event. Now, the next part, the second part that I am to discuss is about the transit. So, I think we will discuss it next time.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Okay, sir.
questions. Now, only questions. For your questions, please. If you have questions to ask, you can ask.
This milliseconds, sir.
कोई खास नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा.
Up to seconds only it will have impact.
Milliseconds will only change the prana lord. That's
Okay.
all. Nothing else.
And this seconds, sir?
Seconds may it will bring about a change. It will bring about a change. Sometimes even in the sub-sublord level.
Okay.
Because when you change it, you know the arc of all the different.
Yes, sir. Yes,
See,
sir. Yes, sir.
they change at different rates. देखो 1 से 7, 1 से 6 और उसके बाद फिर 7 to 12 जो चेंज होगा वो डिफरेंट रेट्स पे होगा. 1 and 7 will change at the same rate. 2 and 8 will change at the same rate. 3 and 9 change at the same rate. 4 and 10 change at the same rate. 5 and 11 change at the same rate. 6 and 12 change at the same rate. And the rate of changing, that is percentage arc, will be different. Say for example, if I make it 33, it changes from 48 to 51%. 3% increase is there.
Okay, sir.
If you look at the second one, it is 73%. When I'm making it 33, it changes just by 1%. Am I right?
Okay, sir.
Look at the third one.
90.
It is 90% here, and fourth is 50% approximately. So it becomes 51%, and this becomes 93%. 3% here, 1% here.
We are concerned with only ascendance arc, sir.
Yes. The rate of change will be different. If I change, say, by how many 10 seconds, then the ascendant subsublord will change. Now here 3 into 13 approximately 39 40. So it means how many time, how many seconds I have to change. If I change by 12 seconds,
Sir, rate of change, how do you calculate, sir?
yes,
How do you calculating
yes, what did you say?
rate of changing this one, this
No, no,
arc?
see,
What is the basic
that
formula?
that that is dependent upon the Vimshotri Dasha. Here the sign rising is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is which sign? Nine sign. So nine sign will have how many stars? Three stars, and the three stars will be Ketu, Venus, and Sun. Am I right?
Mm.
In Ketu, Venus, and Sun, you will be having nine sublords, and each sublord will be having nine sub-sublords. Is
Mm.
it okay?
Mm.
So here the change will be depending upon the Vimshotri Dasha. The time period is calculated on that basis. So the arc changes accordingly.
Right.
Is it clear? ये जो
Okay, sir.
आर्क चेंज हो रहा है ना, ये तो कौन सा साइन राइज करेगा, कौन सा स्टार होगा, बिकॉज उसी स्टार का एक पार्ट है सब सबलॉर्ड. सी स्टार में 9 सबलॉर्ड आएंगे, ईच सबलॉर्ड में 9 सब सबलॉर्ड आएंगे, राइट. सो 9 into 9 81. Every star will be having 9 sublords, and each sublord will be having 9 sub-sublords. So there are 9 sub-sublords, 9 into 9, 81 sub-sublords. So 81 sub-sublords, and in Vimshotri Dasha, the time period for all the Dasha periods is different. Venus is maximum, then Saturn 19 years, then Rahu, Ketu 18 years, then Mercury 17 years, Jupiter 16 years, then you have Moon 10 years, Ketu Ketu is 7 years, Mars is 7 years, and then you have Sun, that is 6 years. So minimum period is 6, maximum is 20. 6 and 20. Is it okay? So
Mm.
that